Of ShadowsmokersLegion in the Shadow Podcast. I'm your host, Tony the Soysauceassassin, and today we are accompanied by Midnight Cigar, Eric, and founder of Grass, Senpapi Rick. He just changed his job again, damn it. I shouldn't have turned on that function, huh? That function is just, what the hell, man?
I kind of like it.
Mm-hmm. He loses his job every week.
Yeah.
His job every week.
No, he's just man of many skills.
Exactly. I get bored real quick. I want to learn everything that there is on Earth. So I created Grass.
Okay. Okay. All right. So today, what the hell we're smoking? We're smoking the Flat Earth Cigars Daily Edition by Oscar.
Okay. Mine need glasses. I'm sorry. Let me turn the glasses on. There you go. Your glasses are now on.
There we go. So this is a Cigars Daily version of this cigar, Flat Earth, supposedly. Information on the cigar: 6x50, box press Toro. Wrapper is Honduras Corojo Sangron. Binder is Honduras. Filler is Copan, Honduras, and Nicaraguan.
You say Coke and Honduras? What?
Copan, Copan.
Oh, I thought you said okay.
Is that when you spill Coca-Cola onto a pan?
I don't know. I don't know. So, but I thought it was interesting. The name is Flat Earth. There's a lot of those people out there right now, Flat Earthers. So, right now, smoking Flat Earth.
Yep. Let's go dumb ourselves down.
This could be good. I mean, this could be good.
Oh, I'm talking about the Flat Earthers.
That could be good too.
Yep.
Smells woodsy and sweet and nice.
Yeah.
And pepper.
Yeah, it was the pepper part that made me sneeze.
Yeah, peppery.
Woodsy. It actually smells good.
Oh, it's peppery. Oh. Yeah, it's sweet. It's
still
sweet.
in my nose. Oh.
Now that we're recording on this, can you hear the sound?
I can hear a little bit more now.
Clicking.
Clicking.
It's a weird click.
It's just a click. It's just a click.
Show people. Let's show people the aesthetics.
What aesthetic? What?
I'm just gonna keep my comments to myself.
What? Don't burn your camera, man. Don't burn your camera. So my wife saw my dog chewing on one of those twisty rawhide today. Okay. And the way he chewed it is that he chewed it so that it unraveled because it's like a twist, right? And one of the piece of like it's not rawhide, but like it's like a piece left it out. He will chew that piece only, and that piece is really long, and he'll leave the dry piece like hanging out like that, And what he's doing is almost similar to somebody chewing on a toothpick. Right? It's really thug-like, just like chewing on a piece that just keep hanging off his mouth. And my wife keep taking it off, thinking that he's got to choke. So I was like, just let him be. We all do that. We all like chew on the middle of nothing and just had to hang out a little bit. It's like cigar too. I was like, just leave it like that. And then she went off and cut that end off, and then gave it back to him. And he doesn't want it anymore. So she was like, oh, he doesn't want it anymore. I said, of course. He just worked his way to make sure that ends like that so he can chew it like that. You want to cut it off. Why will he still want to chew it? She's like, I don't know. And I was like, yeah, it's the same thing. If I'm smoking a cigar, you come over and just take a surge to cut my cigars. I'm not going to smoke that cigar anymore.
Yeah. I'll definitely be highly upset.
Yeah. So yeah, he doesn't want that piece anymore. He have that much piece left, and yeah, he doesn't want it anymore.
And to make it more clear, I guess, to people who are listening that might be females, it's like if you're putting on your lipstick and your husband or boyfriend comes by, just cuts your lipstick. It's like it's still there. You know, you could use the other part that's not cut off, but it's like you wouldn't want to use it no more.
Ruined.
It's just ruined.
Yeah, it's ruined. How dare they? It's ruined. Yeah. Yeah, this cigar tastes weird.
Earthy.
It's earthy, it's floral, it's alkaline-ish. It's calcium taste.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, that note was never had hit my thought process, but I can see that. It does taste like alkaline water.
Right? And like cinnamon on the nose. And a little bit burn to it, pepper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess that fits the name, Flat Earth. It tastes like earth.
It's pretty earthy.
Good thing I got soda.
A little bit floral.
Yeah.
I've been drinking this Pepsi with real sugar.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
It didn't taste as good as I remembered it, though.
True.
I remember back in the day when Pepsi uses real sugar, it tastes better than this.
That's why when I go for Coke, either I go with Coke Zero or I go for the Mexican Coke. Because Coke in the glass, something about Coke in that glass bottle, just.
Well, you know. Here's the thing: there's some Mexican Coke is with fruit corn syrup now too. You have to look. You have to look. Some of them literally says high fructose corn syrup. Yeah, I was tricked one time. I was like, "What the hell?"
I go to Costco.
They changed it too.
The one in Costco is sugarcane.
I tried to look for the one that has like a handle, you know, the packaging, and then it says Mexican Coke on it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then you gotta check the back, part of Mexico, and then you gotta check sugar.
I ain't never worried about that. I just grab a Coke.
Well, because you're not worried about your body right now. Like, you know, me being old, I really worry about some of the sugar I put in my body because it doesn't digest well.
And I'm just fat.
And honestly, I think real sugar tastes better.
Yeah. For sure, this tastes better.
I can't tell the difference in soda. The only thing that I could tell the difference in soda is I don't like diets.
Well, that just tells you don't like aspartame. You don't like that flavor.
Yeah, I don't.
Different
I don't
sugar tastes different. Like xylitol tastes different. Sucrose tastes different.
You talking about the powder one?
Sucrose are crystals. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. They in the small pack. Yeah, they are. Yeah, like what do they call it? It's like a yellow pack.
Yeah. Yellow, pink, whatever.
Splenda, yeah. They have they still under the name Splenda.
Sylvia.
I don't like to use any of those.
I mean,
all of them have like a weird aftertaste to it.
Stevia tastes bitter at the end. It's weird.
Mm-hmm. I don't go for any artificial sweeteners. I'm just usually more cautious with sugars because diabetes runs my family.
High fructose corn syrup is also processed sugar, so.
But that's because we have so much corn in this country that we make it into everything.
Yeah. Well, corn syrup is nothing new, but like high fructose corn syrup is definitely something that's processed. They could have just used not high fructose. I don't know.
It's cheaper.
It's 50 times sweeter than sugar. Imagine that. 50 times sweeter than sugar. You give to an ant, it dies. Out of diabetes.
There's a colony in my backyard.
You know what? All you have to do is just use the xylitol crystals and spread it. They cannot digest that thing. They die. If you make it into syrup and just drip it into the hole, they panic.
Interesting. Okay.
Just make sure no pets eat it. If the pets eat it, they'll die too.
There's no pets nearby. I mean, there's a dog next door, but they don't get in my yard.
You know, some people also say that if a squirrel eat it, they can't digest it either. But all I saw is just squirrel having diarrhea the day after. They didn't die.
Okay.
So that's kind of like, disappointing. All right. So flat earther. For those people who doesn't know the flat earth concept, let's talk about that a little bit. I don't know why they want to call this flat earth. I think just for fun. But flat earth essentially is just saying that earth is a flat oval. Earth is flat oval. And you go from one end to the end, and the reason that you can, like, for example, they say, oh, why if I travel from US and just fly straight and I'll go all the way around and I'll ended up in the US? It's because you're flying in circles on the oval. So there is the end, but the magnetic field makes us not flying straight. We're always flying curve. You're always flying circles. We never reach the end. But there is the end. We just never got there.
I cannot get behind that.
Right. That's what they're saying. I say,
and then I think they also believe that there's a glass dome too, with just like a dome.
Just do the say this is North Pole. You're flying this way. You'll never reach the end. And when you're on the moon, you're seeing the Earth like this. There's the dark side of the moon, the Earth, and the side of the Earth.
So there's nothing underneath it?
No,
nothing. It's flat pancake. Whoosh.
Like nothing?
Well, because there's a depth. So there's a definitive depth. Under that is rock, right? Rock bed. That's why, we never see the core, because it's just nothing there.
That's why you don't talk to retarded people.
Yeah, this is why internet was a double-edged sword, because it's good for, especially when I was in school, it was easier for me to cheat in tests. But then you have medias where these people with no brain cells come out to spew stupid shit and create a movement in communities.
Back in the days, it make perfect sense. I mean, scientifically makes sense, right? You walk from A to B. No, back in the day, you walk from A to B. There's a limitation of how far you can walk. There is end to where you walk. Things don't rotate.
Yeah, I hope you don't
fall
walk. Walking in water is pretty hard.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. There's a
Jesus
place
did
at
it.
the end.
Yeah. All right.
You can't say walking on water is hard. Jesus did it.
And Moses did the other way.
Exactly. He parted it to walk through it.
You didn't walk up. Oh, okay.
Moses is the hero of all men.
Yup.
Yeah, separate the water, you shall see a path.
And Eve was the evil of all mankind.
Right? This is why he had to. This is why he had to separate a Red Sea, not a clear sea.
True.
I did not get that.
I get it.
Imagine all this time that was just an innuendo that there was just like a multiple person, gathering, and the Red Sea was the town's certain professional, and they had to part the Red Sea and go through. Okay, I'm just gonna stop talking.
Talking about profession, my wife literally just told me, I think she's a Belgian or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Sex workers officially have benefits.
Yeah.
But you had to sign a contract.
Mm-hmm.
Only the contracted sex worker gets benefit, including paid sick day.
Yep.
I was like, if you're sick, I think it's a good time. It's a good thing that you don't work. And then there's paid maternity leave. I was like, if you're a sex worker, you have to take maternity leave. Your problem is bigger than that. Who's your daddy?
Then that's when they hire Maury, and he'll fly over to do a show. Yeah, I know about that. I have a good friend of mine that lives in that area. I believe he's from the Netherlands or from Denmark. And he goes to Amsterdam and Belgium, all those other places all the time. And he tells me all the very wild stories of how it is in those areas.
The problem is that if that's the case, right? Why bother contract the whole? You gotta give them a sick day. You gotta give them leave when they couldn't find out they have a daddy.
I mean, it's all about investment. It's all about investment.
I would invest in those too. That's actually really good business. It's like one of the old. That's like one of the oldest business ever.
It is, but like you would want your whole to get paid sick days, paid leave, vacation time. You know, not like set hours.
Well, it depends how much you fucking.
Do you know how?
Because once you sign a contract, there's a limit of how many she fucks.
But think about this.
I don't know, man. Like people don't last as long as you think, man.
No, but then she can set a limit. She can set a limit. I only do 10 a day.
I take 10 a day. That's $500 a pop.
But if you just have those pimp holes, they will do as many as they can take.
Yeah, but then you make them feel safer, right?
Yeah,
they actually want to do it. You know what I mean?
No, they want to pay vacations.
Yeah,
they have something to look forward to why they're doing it for that.
And if they got pregnant, it's maternity leave, paid.
All they gotta say over there is this coochie got benefits. So not only is benefit for pleasure,
that's some expensive
benefit
coochie.
For health.
Oh man,
you feel safe if you are a customer and you hear that this coochie is has a benefactor, is backed up by a health
and plus insurance. Now
you're like, oh, okay, so I can do anything I want. Yep, I get the benefits. I can get my sick days. You don't have to worry about you walking away with anything. Everybody walks away happy.
I don't know. Now there's the internet too. You could use her for the internet. It's a lot, man. It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
No, you can't use for whatever you want. It's only whatever that's contract.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
And you gotta pay her accordingly.
Yeah, then I will make the contract. The internet would be.
Okay. Why? If she's got to do internet, she doesn't have to go through you. There is something called OnlyFans, or however you want to call that in Belgium.
Yeah, there's a lot of things, but then there's people still need a contractor around, right? Like you can make your own music, but you still need a record label, right? You know what I mean?
There's difference between the record label is the OnlyFans. That's the producer. You make the content.
But I mean, what Eric's trying to say is that yes, they can do it by themselves, but with a contract, you don't have to pay for their private health insurance or whatever if it's supplied by the contract. So instead of them paying out of pocket, they're making good money on the OF site.
What I'm saying is actually the benefit is only for the sex worker, not for the people that sign the contract, because now you're limited. Pimp is never limited. Pimp just go do your shit, bitch.
Yeah, but they don't get whooped. You know what I'm saying? They're like,
I just say it. It's for the benefit of females. So why would any pimp want to go sign it?
We're not talking about the pimp. I'm talking about business running.
They are the professional pimps.
Well, that's not what I'm talking about. Like pimp is like, it's like a gangster that you want to get in there. And then if you don't do what they say, they will beat the shit out of you. Right?
I understand that. I'm just saying that they are technically a professional pimp. And their whole deal is making money, right? And have a whole portfolio of different.
Yeah, pretty much.
products.
But professionally.
So what is the benefit for signing them if they can just here's 3,000 do the shot, here's 2,000 do the shot?
What?
I said my brain went through just how the conversation will work. I want you to suck his dick, healthy and cleanly. You're provided.
So,
you have benefactors. You're good.
That would help the cleanliness of it.
How is that gonna help? How is that gonna help?
Well, you make sure she's not sick. She's not fucking somebody on COVID.
Okay, so she's doing that every week, or she's testing every day, testing every other day.
They could
testing every 3 days. How many times she has to test?
Every week is fine.
Every week.
Yeah. There's quick tester, man.
I know this quick tester, but by the time she got it, anytime between the week, it's kind of pointless, isn't it?
Then, well, too bad for that, dude.
See, there's no point.
Yeah, but it's better than her running around 3 years later and this guy fucking have herpes. All of them have herpes.
Yeah, everybody have herpes.
But that's not what I meant, though. You know what I meant.
What about the guys? What about the guys?
What do you mean, what about the guy?
The guy can have herpes and bring it in.
We worry about the female.
Guy doesn't get paid. Male talent doesn't get paid for shit, man.
And then that's why.
Yeah, I don't care. That's why you go for the woman, not the male.
But if the customer,
I invest in the woman, not the male, dude.
I know that. So when you have a female, you have a customer coming with the herpes.
Then that female, she got to go.
You're contracted. Now you have to pay for her leave.
Yeah, she could leave. I could pay for her. I don't care. As long as
leave means her treatment and all that stuff until she's recovered.
That's under the insurance. Not
you can't recover from herpes.
You can have what's the thing called?
But after her contract ends, it's over.
You can control it to a point where it doesn't spread.
Yeah, I know, but you can never get rid of it.
Yeah. And especially if you got HIV, you can't find out. There's no way you're gonna go find that out.
I mean, unless you're, Magic Johnson, where his aid turned into financial aid.
I hope your company is willing to pay $750 million.
Exactly. So it's like, the only aid he had was financial aid. Because
there's got to be something in the contract that would protect the business owner too. So
yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's actually the contract is more beneficial for the worker than the company, and the company like. Why did they even have to do that? They could easily find a talent, record one time, and never see her again.
Yeah, but then if you find a fucking like a bitch, like a fucking badass bitch, boy, you want to keep her.
You can only keep her for so long. She's aging every single day.
True.
She's not gonna get older by tomorrow, bro. She's not gonna fucking
But people will get bored of her if you see like 5, 6, 7, 8 videos.
Yeah, but then people is not gonna be fucking tired of fucking her. I tell you that right now.
I don't know.
I mean, I know a few desperate mans in my high school that as long as it was a hole, they did not care. I seen some guys with some abominations. And
I fucked some slut before, dude. I don't give a fuck. I fucked a high school slut, dude. I don't give a damn. She got a train run to her. I still fucked her.
Yeah, the cigar. Yeah.
So yeah, the flat Earth. What's your thoughts on it so far?
I don't know. I personally think that it tastes like
I don't know. My shit.
I hate to say this, not very good Corojo. It's very earthy. It's very alkaline. It's the sweetness is not up to par for me. Yeah,
I'm getting this hints of cocoa. Like a little chocolate undertone.
Yeah, on the retro hill though, but the pepper kills it. The pepper kills it.
It's just like a little poke. You go pokey with chocolate, and then the pepper just
burns right through it. It's like a sheet of cocoa, and you can see the fire go.
I got tunnel, so
mine's not even burning evenly either. Come on,
it's not about burning evenly. It's not even burning. I can't even.
And then a little bit with...
sometimes I'll fix it by pulling out a stem.
I ain't got no stem to pull out, bro.
Well, for you got to press it down. I think you're just too loose. That's why it's creating tunnel.
Like the whore, the slut that he had.
Like, y'all never want to fuck a bitch because she's so hot?
No.
Wow. That's crazy.
So far, I live my life with only one person.
I have.
Wait, Rick, you never fuck it? Really? Good for you.
I have too crazy of my late teens all the way to 20, 23, and after that, I'm like, I don't really care for it.
Well, this is when I was in high school. I wasn't even 18, bro.
No, like, it started to get crazy when I drive around and things like that. And then, so things got crazy. But before that, things wasn't that crazy. It was like, dating, puppy love kind of stuff. But once I hit 18 and have a car, shit breaks loose, man.
Dude, I got a car when I was 16. That's when the fucking shit break loose. 16, have a car in high school? Boy, you are fucking pimping.
I didn't, see, that's the thing. I didn't need to drive when I'm in high school. I have a friend that drives.
What does that even mean?
I
passenger.
Bro, I got friends that drive.
Yeah, I got a friend that drives that comes and pick me up every single day to go to school.
Yeah, he did that too until I have a car.
Yeah. So I didn't need that until 18. No, he's going to his college. I go to my college, so I need a car.
Oh, that's why I need my car. Bro, I couldn't wait to get my car when I was high school because I want to bring a bitch to a Subway by myself. Like, no, I don't need a group,
Nobody has. Okay, I live in a town that's very like, nobody leaves the place after 8 p.m.
Wow.
Yeah, like if you're walking the center, Lexington Center, after 8 or 9 p.m., they will police ask you, what are you doing here?
I'm a fucking kid. I'm hanging out late. What the hell?
Yeah, that's too late. Go home.
8 o'clock?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what my area was.
Library is closed. Go home.
My area is the same exact way. I lived in the hood, so if they
that's where I live, and they didn't give a fuck, dude.
Yeah, and the bus in the center stops at 6 p.m.
Well, for me, it stopped at midnight. But if you were a youth, you get questioned. If you hop on the bus driver's like,
no, we have town bus. We have town bus that only circles around the town. All right. Those they're expensive. They're like 50 cents, $1. I think right now it's $2.
Isn't all bus go around town?
No. You know how like you have like number bus that goes to the main station that's out of the town?
Mm-hmm.
But our town bus only go around our town and nothing else.
You sound like you live in a rich people place.
We are. Lexington average house is $1 million or more.
Oh, the average house around when I grew up was 60,000.
Yeah, our house over there area average is like $1 million.
Like when we see $100,000 house, like damn, look at the house.
I mean, y'all lucky. Y'all had houses. My whole entire city was just apartments.
Okay,
wow,
so like nobody leaves. We don't even have fast food in the center. Zero fast food.
All we have is fast food because we're all poor.
We have fast food. We have Dollar Tree. We have burgers.
People have so much time that
we have so many corner store. Every corner is a corner store, bro.
Yes.
We only have high-end stores.
No.
If you go where I grew up at, every a block is the four corners.
There's a corner store, bro.
And then at least one of those blocks.
All day. Like when you're hungry, you go to corner store. Dude, this Arab fucking corner store food, bro. I'm telling you, fucking some crazy ass rice.
Well, we have corner store too, but like it's like I say, it's very reserved town, and only have reserved stuff like ice cream shops, and sandwich shops.
I had the old Mexican lady with a little cart that will get like fucking ice.
Yeah,
ices.
And I work in a shoe store that only old people go. The average shoe cost is $300.
We had a Payless. We had
I think I had like a Rainbow.
Yes, I had a Rainbow.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
I had Dots. I had Marshalls.
I think I have some other like some TJ Maxx knockoff and shit like that. Yeah. I live in the hood, man.
Home Good. It was instead of Home Good, it was Home Hood.
I remember what's that called? That fucking grocery Tops. You never had Tops, bro. You're not in the hood then.
Yeah, a lot of the places we had were just the bodegas were just named after the owners. It was just named after the owners. It would be like Angels corner store, or there would be Christopher's Bodega. Everything was just the name of the person's.
We got like Price Chopper.
And our shoe stores, it was not Nikes, it was Checkies. It was not a Jordan, it was Horton.
I remember
Panther.
I love to wear FUBU, bro. Like when I was
my god,
FUBU.
I think we had
I hated FUBU.
We had a FUFU. We had no name brand stuff. Everything was
Fubu was a knockoff of everything, bro. What you talking about?
Oh,
It copied like every style.
We had a knockoff of the knockoff. Instead of champion, we had warriors.
Yeah, our town was just like for us, that's the mom and pop shop. It's the same local people owning the shop and stuff like that.
No,
we don't have anything that's like chain or like, only thing that will have chain is CVS in the town. Every other things are kind of locally owned. Shoe store has been there for like over 100 years. We have a tiny movie theater that plays like movie that's old. It doesn't play new movies.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
we don't have a movie theater.
We have a store that sells like Pokemon cards that has like competitions.
We just got a movie theater, I think about 10 years ago, but it was installed by Shaq because Shaq grew up in the city I grew up in.
Dude, I have a movie theater called Uptown Theater, and I swear to God, that theater is like breaking down. Like that theater was shit.
Well, if you saw our local theater in the center, you won't even walk in. He won't even walk in. I'm surprised anybody going to see movie. Like whenever I hear somebody that went to the movie theater, I was like, what?
I'm just trying to see, did we have any chains? I mean, we had McDonald's and Dunkin'.
McDonald's is the next town. Every fast food is the next town for us. In order to get any fast food, we had to cross town.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I used to love Burger King when like hit like 5 o'clock at night, right? They sell a Whopper for $1. Boy, we go down there, straight down there at 5 o'clock, get like a whole bunch of Whopper for $1, bro.
That's why it's nice to have a car. Like lunchtime, we just drive down to get burgers.
No, that's when that's when we were kids, when we just walking there.
No, it's not walking distance for us. It's definitely not walkable.
My high school didn't have any parking spots for students. No one actually really got a car, so everybody went by bus.
We didn't even have Starbucks in the town until 10 years after I left the town.
We didn't get Starbucks even when I left.
I mean,
and
now we have
the borderline. The Starbucks was borderline. One street over is the next town.
The borderline with Starbucks, we had to go to New Hartford to get it. And that's like literally 10 miles away. And that's not going to happen.
And the only alcohol store in town is owned by Busas. And then the Busa is pretty big in the town because they own an alcohol store. Yeah, another chain one is Stop and Shop. We have Stop and Shop.
I don't know what that is.
I know what a Stop and Shop is. We have one. We have one a city over. We don't have one in our city. Oh wait, no, we do. That's like deep south into Newark, super deep south.
All right. We are a little bit after our town. I mean, no, it's still within the town line. The border of it. We used to have Osco.
What's an Osco?
Osco was a drugstore and supermarket.
Well, the drugstore.
I mean, I knew a lot of people who were drugstores.
It's like Star Market, but they sell
drugstores.
Yeah.
We need to go downtown Varick at like.
I'm sorry, pharmaceutical.
Oh, there
yeah,
you go.
I know a lot of pharmacists.
I think they actually call. No, I think Osco. They actually call it drugstore.
Yeah, I know a lot of people who are pharmacists. You know, they're medical pharmacists.
Yeah, like I just need to walk on the street, like, hey.
You look both sides and just like give a little head nod. And then you just, you
just walk with them. You walk with them.
You
like,
walk with them. You show them the little bit of money in your jacket.
Like what you got?
Then they'll slip it in their hand, and you give them a handshake, and you go like that to
walk away.
And then when you do the handshake, they take the money. You take whatever they give you, and then you just continue walking.
Yeah, go the separate way.
Yeah, I'm not admitting to anything. What the fuck? Osco
literally say drug. Osco drug.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of drugstore that use drug.
Yeah,
it's a drug on it.
Mine is the same thing with the bodegas, where they just put whoever the owner is their name and then the whatever it is. So it'll be Angels, bodega. It'll be Liz Pharmacy. It'll be or like the street name. It'll be Heldum Pharmacy. So we didn't have other than McDonald's and Dunkin', it didn't have any chains.
That's what I'm so
have a chain.
I'm so surprised. I live in Georgia, North Carolina, and Texas. They have no corner store, dude. I miss them. I miss the corner store. I miss the ghetto-ness. I don't know why.
Come here. I'll take you some corner store.
What? No. I want the Arab corner store.
Our town. every block has a crosswalk.
I know. Where I grew up, it was you on your own.
You on your own, boy.
That just shows
There
you
ain't no crosswalk.
how stuck up they are. That every block is a crosswalk. Oh, people have to walk. Screw the cars.
You have the what was it? The reminiscences of crosswalks, like all the drag races. It's like fade. It's like dotted.
So that's the thing. I live in a town. You guys live in the ghettos. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Not saying that I never lived in a ghetto before. When I first came to America, we live in Brooklyn, Massachusetts. That's a ghetto.
Oh,
that's a ghetto.
I thought talking about Brooklyn, New York. I'm like, okay, that's a
no Brookline, not Brooklyn.
Brookline.
So that's a ghetto. That's a ghetto. You walk down like a hill and stuff like that, and now you get robbed, that kind of stuff. People will not walk around at night because you get robbed at night point.
Yeah.
Like one night, my uncle came home. Like he's all like all sad and scruffed up and everything, and he's all like panicking. He's like, "I just got robbed." I was like, "Okay, so what to do?"
The funny thing is, I remember me, my boy. He's Italian, right? So we walking from my girl home, walk back, and these black guys, they decided to rob us. But then he's like, I remember what he said to him. He's like, "Not you." He's like, "Not the Asian, just the white guy." I was like,
yeah.
What? He's like, "Yeah, I want to rob the white guy, not you. You can go."
You don't want to rob the Asian because Asian retaliate.
Dude, it was the funniest. I was like, but he's with me though. It was like, yeah, but he's gonna get robbed. I was like, but he got nothing on him. He's like, oh, then you guys can both go. I was like, what the? I was like,
yeah.
What the fuck was that?
You don't want to rob the Asian because Asian will retaliate. White guy usually don't retaliate.
No, but my boy was big though. That's the problem.
It doesn't matter. Like okay, if somebody robbed you. And then you go to your hangout. It's got to be like 20, 30 Asians hanging out. And like, yo, bro, I just got robbed.
Yeah, we're going to come back.
We all going to say.
Are we going to come back? Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to walk right back there and say, who the hell robbed you? Right? But like Asians,
yeah, but
white people, they'll just go home and call the cops, maybe file a report.
No. Well, I did have a reputation around though. Because I literally took that, I have a reputation when I was middle school. If I want something from somebody on the bus, I'm taking it. I'm snatching it. If you don't let me snatch it, I will fuck you up for it. And that reputation spread so fast that it was kind of insane. So yeah, I don't know.
Has a reputation. Like when I came over here, I have more friends that's black than white. When I first,
I grew up with like a whole bunch of black people.
Yeah, our towns are full of black people, and then just hang out with the black people.
Yeah,
but like, there's no problem. They never give me shit. No, they don't remember my name ever, so they always call me Asian.
No, they always call me Chink.
Yeah, they'll call me Chink. They're like, yo, that Chink. What,
yeah,
you're Asian.
Yeah, no, they're like, hey,
and I don't understand anything they say, so I don't even know it's derogatory. It's like,
really,
saying,
what the hell? No, yeah. I knew exactly what to say.
Oh, I have no idea what they're saying. Like even when they play football, I don't understand what they're doing.
And then I was like, every time they call, like, what's up, Jing? I was like, what up, fuckface?
I don't even know what they're saying. They're like just doing something. Like, okay, the only thing that impressed them is when I play video game. At the time, just like, Sega Saturn and PlayStation and stuff like that. I play video game, I can play video game. Okay.
Bro, I play football. I got tackled so badly. I chipped my other fucking molar. That's how bad.
I didn't even know how to play football. That's the thing.
What do you mean?
I went to school. I didn't know what football is.
Well, you don't have to. You run and you just catch the ball, man.
Imagine you come to a country, you don't know the sport, you never heard of the sport, all right? And you can't understand English, so you don't know the rule.
Yeah, it's like if I were to go to somewhere in Europe, they'll talk all about either like rugby or they'll talk about what's that sport with the flag with that little it's like a
stick, right?
Lacrosse.
Yeah, lacrosse.
I wouldn't know how to.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, okay, first of all, it's backyard football. There is no fucking rules.
But if you're an outsider,
it's tag football. I didn't understand it. So somebody passed me the ball. This is the first day, okay? Literally,
you played tag football?
Recess in the hallway. Not the hallway, the outside. So they throw a football at me. I catched it. I don't know what's going on. Somebody come tag me.
Run.
No, I didn't know. I don't know what the rule is. I grabbed the ball. Someone come tag me. I elbowed him in the back. I don't know. I was like, "What? Don't touch me!" Boom. And then they tell me to throw, and then they tell me for throw fall. They're like, so I throw. I jump and then throw. They're like, you can't jump and throw. I was like, what's the point?
You can jump and throw if you want to.
Apparently, at the time that you can. Like,
what the who? There was no rules in a football that you can't jump and throw the ball, bro.
Well, everybody has their own custom rules.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like Uno. Everybody has their own custom rules with Uno.
So I was like, I'm damn short compared to you guys. I can't jump, and I might as well don't throw.
Yeah, usually when I play football, they all like tower over me. They all kids are so fucking big. American kids, boy, I'm telling you, like 6 foot in middle school, bro. What the fuck is wrong with them, bro? Holy shit.
So the only sports I can play, technically, was basketball, volleyball, baseball, and I can run at the time, so I did track. And until I went to a different school, now you have choices. And I choose to not do any of them.
Bro, I try to run track. I quit the first day. I am not a runner, man. I can't run for shit, dude.
I mean,
I run one lap. I almost fucking collapse. So yeah.
Well, we need to run 4 laps to a mile. So every time we had to run at least 4 laps.
Oh hell no.
I did the most stereotypical thing ever. With my Puerto Rican Cuban background, I played baseball. So no surprising there.
Baseball. At the time, I can play baseball. And then later on, I got older and weaker and stupider and fatter. I just don't want to run at all.
Stop talking about me.
I just don't want to run out. I don't want to do any sports.
Also, fun fact, when I was a kid, I used to think that white people were a myth and that they only were on TV. Because growing up, I'd never seen a white person until I was maybe 12, 13 years old.
Really? Dude, I live in a place that's like a melting pot. There was different, all type of Asian, all type of white, all type of black. I live in Jamaica, African American, Bosnian, white, Asian, Cambodian, I live with all of them, man. And guess what? I fuck every race.
I think I met my first Asian in high school.
Wow.
I went to a different high school, to a different city. But in my city where I grew up, it was a minority pot.
The first Asian I met in school is not even Asian. His last name's Cooper. He's Asian. As Asians get, you look at him, this guy's Asian. His eyes are smaller than me. Okay? His name is G.P. Cooper.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not Asian.
He's definitely not Asian. Why? You heard Asian named Cooper? I never heard Asian named Cooper.
Asian American, yes. The one that, the mom that get married to a white guy and then boom, there you go.
Yeah,
you got Asian baby.
A word of Chinese. He doesn't speak a word of Chinese. So
yeah, for me growing up, it was just nothing but African Americans or I would say South Americans or Mexicans or Caribbeans. There was no whites, Europeans, nothing. It was just nothing but
there was
Brazilian, Portuguese, Salvadorians, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, all over, Nigerians. I didn't have one white person. And so a group of they're very what do you call those? They were very trying to be gangster white people. They moved in and they're white, they could do whatever they want, and they could sell, medicinal herbs anywhere they choose to sell. And the city was, the people who ran the actual blocks were like, hey, this is our block that we sell our medicinal herbs. You can't sell here. So they're like,
medicinal herbs.
No, I'm gonna set up my pharmaceutical company here. They're like, no, we have a pharmacy here. You can't sell. We already are the business here. They didn't, heed what the corporate people wanted them to do in that block. So because of that, they shot up the house next door, which bullets ricochet into my house.
You didn't represent them? Come on, founder of Glass. You didn't go represent them.
They had the most stereotypical name ever. They were Timmy and JJ.
What the hell?
That was their street name, Timmy and JJ.
Timmy and JJ.
And
JJ.
the Latin Kings and Bloods came by, and they tag teamed together for that one night, and they just with a assault rifle and Uzi, shot up the house. And one hit my window, another one hit my railing. But yeah, they stopped their business that day.
I bet.
They stopped. But then they tried to do it again. But then this time they broke into their house. And I remember on the news there was a helicopter above my house where they were jumping backyards trying to run away from them. So the other
it's hard to escape from a helicopter. Yeah.
The corporate people, that ran, their organization on the street, they were hopping the fences too as they were hopping fences. While the cops were on the other side. So it was either those two white people get caught by the corporate people, or they get caught by the cops. Ooh. And yeah, they moved out like a month later.
If I were them, I'd rather get caught by the cops.
Yeah. So after that, I think they got arrested. They moved out.
They better.
But that was my first interaction with white people.
Wow. Yeah. Turf war. Yep.
An Asian girl liked me because I was the only Asian in the class. She told me that. She's like,
right?
She's like, I like you, but because you're the only Asian. I was like,
oh, that sucks. That's like
the fuck does that mean?
But not really.
Right? Like, the fuck would that mean?
You're the only guy. You're the only guy my parents will approve of. That was the only reason my parents would approve. So I have no choice, but I like you.
Yeah, but I didn't date Asian until all the way to I was like 21.
Wow, late bloomer. No, actually, it's good for you. Actually, you save a lot of money.
I don't know why the Asian wasn't attractive at the younger age.
For me, I've been with my wife since I was 13.
I like Asian woman that's long hair. Short hair, I don't like.
I think all women should be long hair. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. I know. Okay, there are some cute white girls with shorter hair. Shorter, not short, but shorter hair. So.
No, give me the long hair.
I was attracted to long hair.
More of the grip.
No.
I don't know. I don't think I ever dated a girl with short hair, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not trying to go with a ball bitch. I ain't trying to palm the bitch like a basketball.
What?
Imagine like if you're trying to do shit and you pull the hair when certain activities. If she has like no hair, you gotta palm the bitch like a basketball.
Yeah, why not?
Just like. Okay, so the cigar, the flat Earth. What do you guys think about the flat Earth so far?
Oh, now we're doing that way, huh? Okay.
Yeah, because the bitch head reminds me of a globe.
This is surprisingly bad.
No, to me, it's like just an average.
Yeah, it keeps on going out on me though.
Okay, it doesn't shine as a Corojo. It doesn't shine as Honduras.
It tastes like every other Oscar. So.
Right? It kind of just like nothing, not very special. Not very special. What is the MSRP on this? $10.15. $10.15. I don't know. I'm okay with this. This is just like, I wouldn't buy this again. Yeah, it's really earthy. Hence earther, right? Flat earth.
Yeah, it's very flat.
Oh no, like my
The flavor's flat.
It's kind of bitter too.
I would say I don't see bitter, but yeah.
I mean,
I'm having a draw problem, so yeah. It feels like very hot air.
I thought it's only me. Like, so it seems like I'm always the person with a draw problem.
Well, it's not tight. Okay, it's not tight. It's just a motherfucking hole.
Mine is fine. It's just like it's a tight draw for me.
Mine was fine.
It's not a tight draw at all. It just no. It's too airy. It's like it's very just. Oh yeah, okay.
Well, it's box press, so it's loose. It's underfilled. I hated the band though.
The band is stupid. It's fucking card. It's fucking cardboard.
You can
It's
technically
cardboard,
smoke it.
bro.
You can technically smoke it.
It's fucking cardboard. What are you smoking? Cardboard?
Oh, you want to see smoking cardboard? Did you see the video I sent you?
Yeah, it feels like cheap leather. The band.
Leather? Leather?
Cheap
No,
leather.
yeah, it's
Bro,
it's closer to a cork than leather. It's more closer to cork.
Bro,
When he said leather, he's talking about like when you making the shoes, you gotta leather shoe, you gotta shave that inside before you glue it. That looseness, that shape.
Bro,
Like if you ever want to,
I have some cheap leather, bro. That ain't no.
I'm talking about like leather from the hood. Like went to a Payless type of shit. You ever had like
It's
those,
not even leather, it's pleather.
exactly? It was like I don't know, Fox, whatever. FAUX.
Faux.
Oh. See, I'm from the hood. I'm illiterate.
It's pronounced faux.
I don't have any foes. I
FAUX.
have a lot of foes in the
FAUX.
street.
It's pronounced faux.
Oh, I have foes in the street.
Damn. Yeah, I was hoping that at least it's made by a brand. It'll probably taste okay. But man.
I have not smoked an Oscar that I like, so I don't know what you say. What do you have hope for?
No, okay. So when I first started cigar, Oscar is not bad.
Okay.
When I first started. Leaf by Oscar is not bad.
I never liked it in the beginning, so
Sorry.
I never. That's not that. It's just I never liked the gimmick stuff either. Like the Relief by Oscar. Like what the fuck? Give me
It
Cello,
wasn't
man.
bad. It wasn't bad. But this right now, at this point, this is pretty bad.
This cigar is basically what it is. It's smaller. Oh.
I don't know. It doesn't interest me out that much. This one.
I managed to get the band off. Yeah, it does feel like a cork.
Right? It feels more like a cork than anything.
Like a $15 wine cork.
So did you hear about South Korea?
Mm-hmm. Martial law against the people who were North Korean supporters? Or what was it? What's the word?
What I heard was that his party is anti-North Korea, and the other party is about to win is pro-North Korea, which I don't think there's anything that's pro-North Korea. North Korea does say that they don't want to unite, they don't want to care, right? So there's nothing to pro about. So he's like, I want to show you guys how it is to have people that pro North Korea. So he decided to declare martial law in midnight, just to force the other side, all the people in parliament, to wake up middle of the night and vote to undo the martial law.
Mm-hmm.
But to be honest, I don't see anything wrong with that. I wouldn't have a problem if the U.S. decides to impose martial law. Because the U.S. you see military all the time. It don't bother you. They don't bother you. So what? Okay, they decide to drive a tank in the road. That's pretty cool. I'm not gonna have a problem with that.
Nah. No, I think I will.
You will have a problem with that when you drive in the street and there's a tank driving right next to you?
Yes, I would have a problem.
I wouldn't.
I mean, there's a lot of blind spots.
Turn
left.
Are we fucking going to war or what's going on? We have war in the land.
South Korea has declared hostile towards North Korea.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, if we go to war, I don't mind. We're getting ready for war.
Well, you wouldn't declare martial law unless you're in a time of war.
Yeah, but I thought you were saying like if martial law is implied to citizen.
No. When you declare martial law, it just means that there's got to be either curfews or something like that, or you got to see military on the street.
Well,
right?
Like I said,
we see military on the street all the time, like doing disaster relief protests, all that stuff. We see all
That's
the time.
different, bro. That's different. Like if I see a fucking tank rolling right now and fucking nothing happening, yes, I do have a problem with it.
I'll be like, can I drive it?
Yeah, okay. You fucking get closer, you go to jail for no fucking reason.
You won't get you won't you will not get sent to jail for standing right there.
No, I will have a problem.
A martial law like thing was enforced. I remember in the 30s or 40s in my the city I grew up in, because there were riots about, I forget what it was. It was like a lot of gang was like very
yeah, that's different, right? Like I say, like if normally if I see just shit about to get for no reason,
but they're there to protect you. They're not there to get you.
I don't give a damn.
They're there to protect.
There's nothing to protect. There's nothing going wrong.
Well, with
everything
when you have a lot of North Korean it was sympathizers, that was the word. You have a lot of North Korean sympathizers in your parliament that if you see how North Korea, acts and how they portray their government, it's kind of fucked up with how their citizens live their day-to-day life. So if people are trying to spread that type of ideology into South Korea, obviously people are like, no, we don't want that type of control over our people. You're trying to have a little bit of freedom and
no, you're mistaking dictatorship versus martial law.
It's a fucking one step.
Like all the ghetto, like, oh, we love martial law. Put more police on the street. Put more military on the street. There won't be anybody getting robbed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
If you got people walking around with machine guns and AKs and
yeah, because that's all right.
If they walk around with PP 919, I'll be like, oh yeah, this street is safe.
No, I better get one too. Then shit.
Zombies are coming.
Fuck. If you got one, I want one.
If you live in the hood, like you go to Camden, New Jersey with tanks, watch a crackhead steal it. I want to see a crackhead in a tank. I think that'd be like the ultimate shit.
Like you walk around, there's like the F-16, F-35 drive by. You're like, oh, that looks nice. I mean, I live right next. Okay, our town is right next to Hanscom Air Base.
Oh, I understand.
Fighter jets all the time.
If you have a town that's like military base, I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
They have to move shit around. I know.
And this is why I don't mind, because I see all the time.
Yeah, that's different because you live in a town that, if I, like I say, just.
I feel weakest safe over there. I feel weakest safe in that town. Weakest safe. Like when 9/11 happened, people was like, oh my God, they're going to attack you. But are you kidding me? We're right next to Hanscom. You see the fighter jets? We're fine.
Yeah, I remember seeing a lot of military vehicles around my area in 9/11 happening. Because Jersey or New York.
I think that
you guys were right next to where we can probably see the Twin Tower if you try hard enough.
Yeah, if you where I used to live at, if you just go down the hill, the New York skyline is right there. So
yeah. You guys,
but then there's like that
military action.
That's a huge exception. 9/11, boy, get the military out. I don't give a fuck. Yes,
but what I'm saying is that if that does happen, it wouldn't bother me.
No, it would bother shit out of me. I would fucking definitely do a complaint.
That's what they need right now in California.
I wouldn't mind it.
California just passed some weird shit.
That's why
I don't know.
They need it. They need it. They need martial law right now in every single CVS, Walgreens, shops,
Target, Walmart.
Yeah, every shop.
Bro,
put a tank right there.
The Walmart I used to work at has security locks on Red Bull cans. I ain't with a pack. A single Red Bull can have a security tag on top of it, so people won't steal the Red Bulls.
Is that even worth it? Because security can cost way more than a can of.
Everything has been that store. Before I left, when I first started working there, their yearly stolen to damaged goods, their I guess like the lost revenue was around like $200,000-$300,000. By the time I left, it was at between 2.7 to 3.1 million for stolen/damaged goods. So a lot of things were being stolen. So they had to crack down super hard on a lot of things. So all of the health good areas, like shampoos, deodorants, everything in pharmacies, everything from the health and beauty section behind glasses. Cosmetics, everything is behind glasses. And they actually installed a register in the cosmetic section. So if you go into cosmetics, there's only one entrance and one exit. Before you leave, if you took any item there, you got to pay for it right then and there.
Wow.
So yeah, put martial law on that Walmart.
Yeah.
I mean, you could even look up the story. There was two major stories that happened in the Walmart I worked at. This is after I got fired. One guy came into the store for some reason with a machete and started attacking people. And then another guy came with a rifle, and there's a Wawa across the way. There were snipers on top of the Wawa just pointing at the Walmart, waiting for the guy to exit out.
You know, Kelly have like a big military base all over the place.
Yeah, this is the border.
Yeah.
You should. But that's why. Martial law, let's go right there. People are gonna Tony, what are you thinking? I say, I don't care.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you're wild, Tony.
Like I say, I live right next to a military base. Like I drove by every day.
That's different when you live next to a military base than fucking martial art just fucking run in the street, bro.
Oh no, it doesn't always happen. But like, because I drive by the military base all the time, I see all kind of different military stuff. So
yeah, I mean, you see it. They do their own thing. It's fine until they're patrolling the fucking street.
And here's the thing, right? So I'll go play paintball, and I have those like camo on me, right? And when I come back, they don't care what you are. Just in case, they will say, "Welcome back." People are like, "Welcome back." Okay, I'm not serving. It's paintball.
Okay. That guy don't know what the hell he's saying.
By, they're like,
yeah, okay. That guy probably like fucking noob.
No. The guys are people out there are nice. They just live in a peaceful retire life. You know, all we have is school and old people. So young people leave the town. There's nothing here.
I would say about a good 80 to 90% of my neighbors in my area now are either retired veterans or cops or fire marshals. They're all from the first responder or military branches. So every single time I walk around at night or daytime, whatever, you see people just come by just doing a salute to each other, or you see the signs in their windows or other types of flags on their balconies and porches. So I feel very protected in my area.
I don't know. I never live in a place like that, so I don't know.
Yeah, well, you live in the middle of nowhere, so.
I like it.
I like to feel safe. I like to feel safe. I like to live right next to retirees and military vets and stuff like that.
No.
Well, they're quiet and they don't give a shit about anything, and they don't give you shit either. And they usually have a big truck.
Yeah. I see a lot of F-150s. I see a lot of 250s, a lot of Chevy trucks.
I love it. Like those people, sometimes when it has snowstorm, they'll just plow their snow, and they see you haven't done yours, they do yours too. They're like,
I would have a problem with that. I don't know why. I was like, don't touch my shit.
What do you mean? They just plow your street for you.
Yeah, don't touch my. That's mine.
Well, they didn't get your property. They just got outside so you can actually plow out.
Don't help me. I'm trying not to go to work.
Have you ever get plowed in before? Have you ever got plowed in before by those big plows? Yeah, they help you move the big ones.
Nah, don't touch it.
Oh man,
It's mine.
I would not
it's
be your
technically not yours.
Neighbor.
It's public. Okay, it's public. They just
it's my fucking drive. It's my driveway. Get the fuck away from me.
No. Outside your driveway, you got plowed in.
Yeah, but it's my driveway that I have to fucking shovel out, right?
No, you
it's
don't
my
have
driveway.
To. You're not leaving. All right, you got to be lonely for a long time. Okay.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Just go buy cats. Go buy your cats.
No, I'm not a cat man. I like to make them purr though.
Okay, Shane Dawson.
Well, anyway, I'm done with the cigar. What about you guys?
I still have a little ways to go, but it's.
I think I'm good.
I could be good.
Okay. Treasure, try again, trash.
By the way we talking about it, bro, I think everybody know. We didn't even pay attention to the cigar at all.
I did, but every single puff is just so earthy, so like mineral and like alkaline.
So an Oscar. You just described the Oscar.
Oh, thanks.
Every Oscar that exists.
Okay. All right.
Where's Will Smith when you need him?
That's hot. That's hot.
Oh God. Oh God. All right. So, man, what we gotta do? So we're at episode what? 16.
Mm-hmm.
We have like 4 more episodes left. What we gotta do about this? This is troubling.
Well, this series just proves that if it's unheard of, then there's a reason why it's unheard of.
Yeah, we talked about that. That's a problem, right? When it's unheard of, there's a reason why it's unheard of. I'm not really trying to bash any other brand.
The funny thing is, like, I don't know how they even who's buying these cigars. That's my question.
Beginners. And plus, come on, like with this name, this gotta be a gag smoke.
Yeah, just
Flat
think
Earth,
about
it's
it.
a gag smoke.
Every industry has their beginner stuff. Like, for example, when you're a rebellious teenager, you go for like New Amsterdam. You go for like vodkas, like certain drinks that are like, man, they're not good.
Hey, I still drink vodka and Sprite.
Well, that's why Eric still drink Absolute. I drink Grey Goose.
No, that's something
what
like,
the fuck is Absolute? I don't even know. I know Grey Goose, but I don't know what Absolute is.
Absolute is pretty all right.
Absolute is the cheaper people's vodka.
I don't know that one.
They're all right. Like New Amsterdam, you have like Ciroc. Like
Ciroc is good.
They're flavored, but they're just
there's one that's no flavor, bro.
I haven't had that one yet.
Damn, you need to get some. It's not bad.
So Eric drinks Grey Goose. How about Kettle One?
I don't know what Kettle One is. If the black people don't know vodka, I don't know that vodka. So if Lil Wayne not talking about it, I ain't drinking it.
Kettle One, he probably does drink it. I don't know. Grey Goose is still pretty cheap comparison.
Mm-hmm. It's just very cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Very cheap. Grey Goose is very cheap.
But vodka should be cheap anyways, made out of potatoes.
There's some high end vodka.
Yeah, but I want to say overall it should be cheap because it's made of potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just like beer.
Beer actually, craft beer takes quite a bit of effort, with the hops.
Yeah, but it's cheap. It's made of hops. Relax. It's just beer.
Just a flour.
You're like, come on. They're like, yeah, like shit.
It's a process though.
Oh yeah, okay.
All right. So unfortunately, this one is another flop.
We ain't.
Yeah, the taste was a little flat.
Boy, the hope the hope for treasure is not gonna it's been dwindling since week 2. So but I'm proud of you guys for having a retry on things. So
next season we're gonna smoke the thing that's most famous, like overhyped. Let's smoke things that's overhyped.
I think we have a better shot with that one, tell the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Overhyped
so let's
would
smoke
be
overhyped.
Yeah. Let's do that. That's better.
What will be something that's really overhyped that you want to smoke?
I don't know. We don't know until next year.
I mean, that's something maybe we could do like a poll with like some Legion people who smoke certain cigars all the time. Or maybe
then we're gonna smoke a lot of fucking general shit. But no, we just have to look around YouTube reviewers.
Overhyped cigars.
Yeah,
hype cigars.
That's including ourselves.
I don't know. Do we have cigars that's overhyped for us? What is the cigar that's overhyped that you like?
That we like? I'd say the Fonseca MX. I don't think a lot of people get into that one.
But that's not overhyped because it's not a lot of people get into that.
Well, for us,
it's underhyped.
For us, it's overhyped.
I mean, like the pledge.
Right.
And so,
You saying for us?
Pledge we done before. Pledge
yeah,
we
but I'm just talking about that's something that's like overhyped. You know, people talk about the pledge a lot.
yeah.
Is it one cigar of the year? Maybe we could probably look into like cigar aficionados, like their top threes and like pick.
The problem is that if you look at the old top 3, a lot of them they're gone. You can't find them anymore.
What?
Yeah, unless it's Oliva. Okay, you can find it.
Like I say, I think we could do aficionado lists without take the Cubans away. Because they can have a Cuban in there. So
Oh yeah, they're gonna have a couple Cubans in there. All right, we can try that. Anyways,
Because
that will be it for this particular episode.
Yeah.
Unless Eric has something else.
I'm saying like talk about overhype is aficionado lists. So yeah.
Yeah, overhyped. Okay, yeah. So we'll go with that. That will be it for this particular episode. We'll see you guys in the next one. All right. Next week, smoke something better. That will be it. Bye, guys.
I have no hope.
I'm dead inside.